Shalom, shalom. First and foremost, I want to give all praise, honor, and glory to Yahweh, by Hashem, Yahushai, by Hashem, Kazadah. There want to see my elders and apostles, great millstone, who rule well, teach well, being greater than touching brothers. And peace best to the full echo when I'm part of that number. I'm the brother Kadar from the GM in Chicago. Come back to another video. This video is going to be entitled Charity. All right, and I'm gonna dive straight into the precepts. All right, a lot of Christians just make charity just synonymous to giving money. When charity, is a lot of things, man. Concerning love for the brotherhood. All right, you sheltering the brother. When he ain't got nowhere to stay. You of course lend him money. All right, you taking him out. Just to get things off his mind. Building him up in the precepts when he low. All right, teaching him the precepts. Just spend the time. That's charity, man. You get to build up that bond with the brother. That's real charity. All right. So with that, I want to read 1 Corinthians 13:1. Though I speak with the tongues of men and angels and have not charity, I am become as a sounding brass or a tinkling cymbal. All right, so let me fix my. All right, there we go. And though I have the gift of prophecy and understand all mysteries and all knowledge, and though I have all faith, so that I can remove mountains, and I have not charity, I am nothing. You can have all the faith, you have all the wisdom. All right. And though I bestow all my goods to feed the poor, and though I give my body to be burned, and have not charity, it profited me nothing, man. You can have all the faith, all the wisdom, all the understanding. All right, but without that charity, without that brotherly love, it means nothing. Scripture say, the scripture does say, work out your own salvation, fear and trembling. But a part of working out your salvation is showing charity with your brothers. All right, so this is you alone and you not alone. This is your individual battle, but you got to help your brothers out. And over time you build a strong relationship with those brothers, man. Yeah. Okay, I'm gonna continue to read. Slide, give me a second. Make sure. Okay, there we go. And charity suffereth for long, and is kind. Charity envieth not. Charity vaunteth itself. It is not puffed up, man. So this 1 Peter 4:18. And above all things, have fervent charity among yourselves, for charity shall cover the multitude of sins, man. So charity can cover a multitude of sins, man. Right? Use hospitality one to another without grudging. Brothers come from out of town. Cooking for them and etc. It's just different things. It's more than just giving money like the church always says, man. This is a true brotherhood. All right, hey, these people in the world can't relate. That's why when brothers go out, people look at you strange. Because you holding the door for one another. Throwing things away from one another, pulling the chairs for one another. Who to say esteem? It's like esteem. Another higher than yourself. All right, paraphrasing that. So we treating every brother, hopefully like Yahushua himself, man. Yahushua said brotherly love. To love your neighbor, man. All right. Give me a second. All right. Okay. Now, as touching things offered unto idols, and we know that all knowledge puffeth up. All right, so that wisdom can get to your head. You can understand things in a short amount of time, and you'll get a little cocky. All right, but charity edifies, man. All right, so charity, is gonna build you up. That word edifying goes into to build up. Okay, this is 1 Samuel 18:1, and it came to pass when he had made an end of speaking unto Saul that the soul of Jonathan was knit with the soul of David, and Jonathan loved him as his own soul. So it was extremely close. Okay, and Saul took him that day and would let him go no more home to his father's house. So he was living with Saul. Okay, then Jonathan and David made a covenant, an agreement, because he loved him as his own soul. And we're tightly knit with our brothers, man. All right, and Jonathan stripped himself off the robe that was upon him and gave it to David, his garments, even to his sword, and to bow, and to his into his bow, into his girdle, man. You know, so he didn't strip naked like the scriptures say. I mean, like the Christians say. You know, and just give him all his clothes, and you know, they try to promote that stuff, man. You know, he basically gave him his clothes, you know, but his clothes wasn't on him. You know how you give, you know, your little cousin some clothes that you used to wear, you know, but he gave him David his good clothes. You know, he gave him his sword, all right, his garments. You know, it says an S, so it's a plural. All right, his sword and his bow and his girdle, man. All right. Hey, he it's all good. But you know that just shows that brotherly love between Jonathan and David, man. All right. The scriptures say when man's ways please the Lord, he maketh even his enemies to be at peace with him, man. All right. Hey, the scriptures say David behaved wisely, man. All right. And Saul feared that. All right. David was a man after the Lord's heart. All right. This is Ephesians 4:32. And be ye kind one to another, tenderhearted, forgiving one another. Okay, so to say forgive them 70 times 7, something like that. All right, that's a complete number. You know, even as Yahweh before Yahweh's sake have forgiven you, so the Lord forgave us. So forgive your brothers. You know, it's not. You know, of course, you know you. Stuff happens. You know, stuff happens that, you know, brothers might mess up, might rub you the wrong way, might say stuff. You know, brothers got different ways of saying things and doing things. All right, that's what makes us a body. Everybody is different. You know, but as long as you communicate, all right, you know, it's good to say offend less. You know, like the Elder Uriah always say, your sin's gonna find you out. All right, I'm gonna read again one more time, and I'm gonna close out. Ephesians 4:32. And be ye kind one another, tenderhearted, forgiving one another, okay, even as Yahweh before Yahweh's sake have forgiven you, man. All right. So you know, with that, I want to give all praise, honor, and glory to my power, Yahweh, by Hashem, Yahweh, by Hashem, Shalom in the Bible world.